Good evening, folks. Merry Christmas. I'm Tassinix. Welcome to Week 2, Round 2 of Season 24, Grand Arena Championship, 5 versus 5, should have said that first, for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Special edition stream tonight. Not going anywhere particular this evening. Everything's set up for my daughter for Christmas morning, so ahead of the ball there. She's going to go to sleep in the next hour. Beautiful times. Wanted to show you guys, though. I'm in the spirit. I got my holiday sweatshirt. I find your lack of cheer disturbing. You know, gotta rock the Star Wars sweater. I am definitely too fat for the sweater, guys. I got it when I was pre-COVID, weighed about 20 pounds less, if I'm going to be honest with myself. Anyway, opponent this evening, JEDA, Knights of the Dark Force. Similar kind of banners to me, but that's why I don't put a lot of stock in that, right? People look at me and I'm matched up against people with 1 million lifetime banners and I have like 800-something thousand. I'm like, screw this guy. And then they get blown out by like 1,000 banners. It happens. So, not going to underestimate the guy. Especially because he's actually a good bit bigger than I am. About 500,000 larger than me. Doesn't happen often. And the mod comparison is also, you know, we're competitive. You know, we'll say that. Let me go ahead and get that up on the screen here with the hotbot compare. Switch you on over to this view. All right. So, season stats. Yeah, guy does a lot of winning, does more clears. I do a good bit more unders than him, and I get a lot more holds. All right, it's nice. Top end. So, top 80. Wow, the guy has weight on me. Look at that. Look, it's not a ton of weight or anything. It's like 0.5 million, which, yeah, that makes sense. I just said that, right? 500,000. Oh. But I guess it's the same amount of gap here in the top 80. So, neat. Zetas. He has just a fistful more. It's not a lot more than me. 189 to 197. Mods. All right. This is where we start to get bizarre, guys. You don't see this every day. All right, so I've got, for 6 dots, I've got 891 to his 1,074. I have 41 plus 25 speeds to his 42. 20 to 24s, I have 100. He's got 125. 20 pluses, I've got 141. He's got 167. 15 to 19s, 292 for me, 383 for him. 15 pluses, 433 for me, 550 for him. 10s and 14s, he's also got me beat, like by huge margins actually, at the 10 plus and 10 to 14. But that isn't where, you know, the pain point is. It's usually in the 15s here for me. For most, I would think. Anyway, relics. So, guy has like almost 200 relics on me. Again, just doesn't happen every day. It's fun to see. We both have 4 relic 9s. He has another 6 relic 8s on me. I don't know about you guys. I just haven't had the will or the energy to do a lot of merking since they changed the reward structure for C-Pit. So I know that's costing me a little bit in the long run, but I don't know. Anyway, so I have 34 relic 8s to his 40, 76 relic 7s on my side, 115 for him. Just crazy stuff. All right, so guy's got mods, guy's got relics. He's a big swoly broly freeholding. Let's go ahead and take a look at the GL matchups. So 563 speed on mine to his 582, but you'll note that I am just way more massive. Like 200,000 protection to his 137,000. So hopefully that works favorably for us. JMK, I'm a little bit faster, but otherwise he's got, you know, an edge on survivability and a little bit of damage. Cat, 361 for me, 350 for him, but he modded for a little bit more offense. C, so I've got the 481 speed, 190,000 plus. That's really the way to go today. I mean, I think there's been enough cases proven. We're just having extremely high health on C. Helps on all different kinds of matchups. Not all different kinds, but a good handful, we'll say. All right, so 481 speed, 190,000 health for me. He has 533 speed and 179, so competitive, fine. 540 speed for my JML to his 558. I've got the edge on protection, 161,000 protection to his 138. He's got, you know, about 6,000 more health than mine. My damage and his are about the same. Ray, so 517 speed to 529. He's got a faster Ray. He's got just about 10,000 more health than mine at 216,000. Little less damage. Yeah, I mean, yeah, closing up on like what 700-800 damage, but it's not a huge deal. Slacker, my 584. My 584 Slacker is one of my pride and joys, guys. This guy has a 593. A real screamer. Look at that. Man, 11,500 damage, 593 speed. You don't see that every day. Now, granted, a bit of a glass cannon, yes? Not 120... Yeah, I have 127,000 health to his 100, just under 110. So we'll see if that helps us. Gas. Let's check this out. All right, so he has only a little bit of extra added health. He has solid amount of protection, 126,000 to my 133. What's extraordinary here is he has almost 9,900 damage, so very high damage, and just 300 speed. That is extraordinary. Pretty solid mod set. This is a really interesting set of mods. I want to inspect this character in game. Like, what do you got to have on you? That's got to be a speed arrow then, yes, with just good secondaries. That's how you'd have to be able to do that. Crazy stuff. All right, so DR minus 343. You know, keeping it respectable. But here comes your boy through the door at 350 speed, and I do confirm that he is indeed 350 in game. What's up?
I need to fix something on my computer really quick. That's all.
Okay, come on in. Mrs. T says Merry Christmas to everybody. All right, key characters, so-called key characters. Unusually fast Watt at 330. Nothing crazy with a 328 JKR. 325 Thrawn is okay. 299 speed for Geos is pretty good. And then a +0 speed nest. I approve. I think that's a great idea to have. All right, important ships. He and I both rock the Relic 9 Piet. I have the Relic 9 GK, whereas he does not. He does have the Relic 8 Grievous. All right, so I have 328s to his 2. That always stands out to me. And then top 5 speeds. Of course, his Slacker. No surprises there. Lord Vader, JMK, JML, and then Darth Revan. So, wow. Nice setup this guy's rocking. I think this is certainly our best equipped opponent this season so far. All right, let's move back on over to the shindig. Let's check out that gas, though, while we're right here, yes? So, offense and potency sets. Yeah, he is as advertised. 80% potency. Yeah. 60% armor. Okay, yeah, I see where some compromises were made. Protection. Speed. Yes, just as I thought. Okay, protection. It's a pretty decent set, guys. All different kinds of gases running around there. All right, how's the Maul done? The Maul is a protection-based Maul, right? Yes, he is. Okay. Very good, very good. All right, guys, let's get into the meat and potatoes, yes? Defensive review. All right, top side. Newt, B1, B2, Dooku, Droideka, Bam, Queel, IG-11, Nest, Dengar. These just stalwarts of my defense. GG Nuke team. Again, it's just super high value, right? I mean, GG Nuke is good at certain popular counters to your standard GG Separatist team. And then, you know, Newt and Sep Droids, and I guess Dooku thrown in the mix there. It's just a super efficient usage of your Separatist droids, just breaking them out and away from GG. You have 2 pretty formidable teams here. And that is the sight of my wife tripping over the light here. So, solid. Have a nice trip. See you next fall. Love you dearly. All right. RJT, R2, Resistance Hero Brothers, and Holdo. So, we've been putting that down some. I like it better with BB-8, but BB-8 is serving a different purpose. Hope y'all are doing well tonight. You know, I appreciate you guys being here on Christmas Eve. You guys could be watching literally anything, any night of the week, I guess. But Christmas Eve, you know, glad you chose to be here. So let's dig into that bottom hole real quick. All right, so I sent Ray, Cat, Vandor, L3, and Xeris, the full puzzle box variant. DR, Malik, Talon, BSF, and Set. You know, that effectively makes my DR 363, so I'm okay with that. And then Gas 501st of my own, Lord Vader, Darth Vader, Royal, Storm, and Crew. So, nice solid front walls. Let's go talk about offensive review. Alright, so the guy on top is set Jawas. Relic 7 Jawas, with the exception of, I think, just regular Jawa there at the end. But modded for business. Interesting choices. How serious are we talking, out of curiosity? I mean, this is mostly 6Es on these people. Offense and potency modding. This guy is, yeah, all full crit chance on scavengers. A nice move. Plus 104 speed. I don't know, man. Is this setting up to meme me? By the way, guys, I'm thinking that I was thinking about doing Kylo solo against this, but I think the more feedback I'm getting, the less that seems like a good idea. Plus, this is a very serious team for him. He's got them modded well. Oh, by the way, yes, our opponent won't be able to join us tonight. He lives in Mexico. He speaks Spanish only. And I was, able to respond back to him in what I remember from high school and a little bit of Google Translate, and told him no problem and take care, good luck, and he wished me the same, and fair enough. All right, so Chief Nebbit, man, these guys are all very large, right? Some of them are even fast. I don't know if Kylo Solo's the right recipe for this, but what I'm kind of thinking is I won't have to make the choice until I clear the bottom wall. So that's the script. GG, B2, B1, Magna, and BB8, so that's what he set down. Maul, Bam, Canderous, no Zeta Canderous, Bo-Katan, and Sabine, no Zeta. So, decent Maul team. What was again the speed? Just keep that in mind. 322. Decent, not crazy. Alright, Qui-Gon Jinn, JKA, Cam, Ayla, and Kanan. Nobody here is extraordinarily fast, which you would have to be to get out ahead of Bad Batch, but Bad Batch is the plan for this one. And I think that's something, I'm open to feedback on what you guys think you like doing for, like, trading Qui-Gon Jinn up if you're using him on offense. If you can do that and use him to kick up on something and do really well, I'd be interested, because otherwise, I think using a team that you're planning to lose the leader, you're planning to lose any character just as a part of making the team really pop, not great banners, right? I mean, I know we don't have to worry about banners as much anymore, about the lifetime score thing, but, how you win your individual battles still stacks up. It hasn't for me so far. It's been a weird mix of opponents, but as I funnel into where I'm meant to reside, yeah, it's going to be more of that. Anyway, let's take a look down south. And actually get started on some combat soon. DR, BSF, Malik, Relic 7, Zeta, Talon. I'm assuming, of course, the one Zeta. Yes, proven loyalty. Okay. And, wait a minute. Yeah, this is the right one. Okay, fair enough. And then Mara. Yeah, Mara's a good addition on here. So, solid team. It is what I'm running, except he shelled out to have the maxed out Talon. It's dope. It's a good character. EP, Relic 7 Mace. Mara Jade, Double Zeta, and with Omicron, no less. Visas Mar, and Starkiller. It finally happened, guys. I finally ran into a Starkiller. Thinking about what's best to deal with that. One idea is has come to mind. Lord Vader, Crew, Masked Kylo, OG Kylo, Royal Guard, and Stormtrooper. You use gas to knock out the EP Starkiller team, says Balor. I hear you, man. I've had a couple of people tell me to look at using GK for that. Unfortunately, GK is posted. Or sorry, not GK, Gas. Gas is posted, I mean, I like him. I like him on defense most of the time. I won't lie about that. Only if I think there's something really specific to gain by holding him for offense. But this might teach me better if my plot doesn't work out. They can use CLS there, guys. Just all in on this Starkiller. Because here's the thing. This is a offense health modded Starkiller, so not insanely huge life total wise, even though these numbers will be doubled for health and protection. And, you know, not an intense amount of armor or anything like that. Decent amount of damage, but not terribly fast. And his whole shtick is taking turns, so yes, he's, you know, 285 there because he'll have the unique active. But I don't know. I think this could be done. All right, so yeah, we spoke about the Lord Vader team. So yeah, no Maul in here, of course, because he has Maul parted out. But yeah, not altogether terrible. Still got to come at it with something, right? Slacker, Hux, Lobster Trooper, Faust, and Phasma. It's the classic lineup for Slacker. All right, let's talk about what I've got penned in on the sheet and actually dig in, guys. So against DR, as advertised, this is indeed a 350 Darth Revan. So 370, which actually places him out of range at the speed of my Piet. So the trick here will be to use Moff Gideon, who is 366, thus 386. He'll get his turn first. We'll use the Armor Shred, and yeah, I guess we'll use the Armor Shred on Malak. And yeah, that gives us the 10% turn meter that we need. So we go from 357 divided by 0.9, because 10% turn meter will be gained by the act of Gideon taking a turn at all, which means he'll get one stack of Emperor's Trap. Yeah, and that will give him the 10%, thus making him 396, and we're able to, you know, to move out. That means Dark Trooper would go next. I'll probably want to do the TM up move first instead of the fist like I usually do. But I think that's the game plan here, guys. I don't usually use Gideon here, so wish me the best of luck. Let's get that combat music set up.
What if I kind of want you to lose?
Well, you're no fun, Dagger. Merry Christmas to you. Thanks for joining us. Here, we'll start with reset.
Merry Christmas to you, too.
Yeah, real pleasure to have you along. You know, you're a ray of sunshine and positivity as always.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. As one man who lost his GAC, I hope you don't lose yours.
Are you digging the sweater? That's all I really want to know.
I mean, it looks like a flannel.
Come on. Look at I mean, I know you're going to see this probably like 30 seconds delayed, but you can't tell me that you don't like this sweater, Dagger. Even if I honestly look like I've literally stuffed into it, which is not terribly far from the case.
Yeah. Solid sweater.
Don't be mad.
Solid 4 out of 10.
Wow. Now, are you saying you're giving it 4 out of 10 because of the sweater, or 4 because it's me modeling the sweater?
Likely the latter.
You know what? I can accept that. I accept that more readily. All right, Ebenezer Scrooge, you ready to roll?
Yeah.
Let's get to it.
I'm also a bit jealous of the sweater.
You should be. It's a dope sweater. All right, so here's the shtick. I guess on the Malak with the Armor Shred, yeah?
I'm on a delay.
Yes, but on the Malak with the Armor Shred, yeah?
You can do Armor Shred on the Malak.
This on for you. I'll try and turn it on for you in Discord here. It might get choppy. I don't know what it's going to be like for you. Yeah, it's not looking.
Well, I was also going to say you can also break the foresight on Bastilish on Fallen with basic.
You want me to just basic her?
You can if you don't want to risk getting him feared with the shred.
Yeah, I guess. All right, let's get it moving. How we doing on TM, guys? Yeah, I guess we are going to do the TM up, which is going to make us do this. We go after BSF. We basic here. We don't take the slam. There we go. Got that. Now it's next turn on Gideon. I guess Armor Shred Malak? Or just basic Darth Revan?
You can do whatever you want here. You have the train still.
Yeah, well, yes. I'm just going to do the Armor Shred. And then remember. Okay. So the armor shred was actually an error, friend. Yeah.
This is still fine-ish. You're gonna call
Yeah, I
Dark
mean,
Trooper.
he's still
you're
gonna
get
die.
Malik
He's
dead.
still gonna die. It's just the issue of everybody else, like, getting stalled. Yep, there it is. Alright. Let's see what happens. Yep. Lots of goodies. Okay. We can't kill, so we'll just do the basic. Basic. Got a little rough here, protection-wise. So that was an error. I won't do that shred if I have to do this again, guys. I don't mind doing...
That is the that is the downside to the shred, is the fear. That's why I suggested breaking the
You
BSF
suggested I
foresight.
could do anything, first of all.
Well, that was on Malik.
Well, yes, that's where things got ever so slightly hairy.
Hey, look, you got a sex. It's a
Haha,
69.
it's 69. It's like a sex. Haha. Alright, 69, so, you know, loss of 7 banners, or 6 banners, rather. Not ideal, guys, but, you know, it is what it is. We didn't get stymied by it, we'll say that. Alright, Slacker. Let's go right into it. Slacker's gonna be JML. Get to him now. Let's see. Krolik 2. What do you use versus a Darth Maul, Darth Revan team? Great question. Let me check my record here. I just did that the other day. What did I do?
Bad Batch is reasonable, as is Triumvirate plus, like, Dooku and Sidious.
Triumvirate, Dooku, Sidious, I haven't done, but that makes sense to me. So you have that as an option. Trying to find that, though. Where is that on the sheet here?
Without Ferocity, the team actually doesn't do an awful lot of damage. Especially
true.
without Darth Revan's, like, speedy lead.
Yeah, it's a gimmick. D-Maul, okay, wait. What comp is the viewer saying? Darth Maul with Darth Revan. Okay, yeah, Darth Maul and Sith Empire. So, where is that? Yeah, well, yeah, I used JMK a couple days back. Yeah, listen to Dagger about that one. The Treya one, and what was the other one you said?
Bad Batch.
Yeah.
Bear in mind, I wouldn't try to punch up too much in the sense of if you're Bad Batch or R5, don't take on an R8 team. Right, like
Yeah.
be reasonable with your relics versus theirs, or mindful. Like if your Triumvirate's R3 and their R7, it might be sketchy just because they have so much more, like, so many more stats.
Yeah. Another option that you could use that I know others have had success with is Mother Talzin, Night Sisters, like unironically. I haven't tried it myself, but people that I trust have said that it works for them, so you've got that option. If you know, you can check it out. I would Google it, you'll find a video. I'm confident in that. Let's go ahead and get my spreadsheet back up so I remember what to load in here. JML, JKL, we'll do Shock Hoda, and then I guess it was Kanan,
Yes.
who will, I guess, just be able to get protection up. I'm not going to be looking to use his middle ability. I don't want taunting. Alright, off we go. Stabby. Alright, let's let it rip. Now I always forget, do I just start with basic here?
Yes.
Yeah. And then we just start. Okay. Straight on our lobster, yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
He is
Alright,
the priority to remove.
Let's get the stun out. Okay.
I like how the stun now removes Slacker's protection as well.
Yes, that is pretty brawny. Let's do the call over here. Yes, good. Let's do the call over here. Ha! 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 That's so
I
cool.
could have sworn there were 5 of these guys on the board.
There were. There used to be. There used to be a lot of things. Good night. Fare thee well, sweet prince. Probably should have used Shock's Middle to dispel, but it won't stop us from getting protection back. We could do that. It'll allow him to evade the next basic about to come out. We'll do that. Not scared.
He won't get Force Sight buff immunity.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yes, that's a good one. Let's see. We'll do this. Night. And now we Stone Age you, my friend.
Well, he's gonna ult, so it doesn't matter.
You're an ult. You don't matter. How do you like that? How do you like that?
You can be right and still wrong at the same time.
Well, yes, that's true. I guess I'm gonna do the middle. We're about to lose that, so I might as well do this. Tuck you away, dear friend. Alright. Let's just call Hoda, keep up the goodness. Who else? Let's go ahead and give the bonus protection over here to our boy. Again, call Hoda. This gives us more protection. Elite dodge for most everybody.
I would use third on JML here. Or on... Actually, I would probably do it on JKL. You could probably get full betters on him.
Alright. Let's get this on Hoda.
Yep.
Onto JML. He's still blinded, but he's not ability blocked. I'd rather deny him to stab him.
I'd push.
Yeah.
I think I'd push here.
Yeah. Again, we'll just do a Hoda. Yeah, that
And you're
gave us a
minus
little
2.
protection back to JKL.
Minus 3.
Yeah,
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it is. It is, but you know, it is what it is. I'm still satisfied. 62.
And you were right. You wanted to give crit immunity into the AoE, because that's why he was able to ult.
Yes, that's right. Yes, that's a fair point. Yeah, I was just obsessed with using the coin and charging the ult that I never used. Aha! Brilliant tactics. All right, let's see. Krolik's got another question in the chat. One more. They set Lord Vader with Maul, Royal Guard, Moff Gideon 366, so that's 406, and Stormtrooper. I have JML, C, and JMK reserved for offense, no cap. What should I use to try and beat the Lord Vader? JML is the answer.
Is two questions really? Is your JML R9 and is your cam R8?
Okay, we'll wait for our guest to respond to that. So yeah, Crow, you got an R9 JML, or do you have an R8? And do you have an R8 cam? And while we're waiting on that, go ahead and expand why you say that, Dagger.
Oh, because if you have an R7 like JML, I'm not sold that you're going to beat a Maul, like a Lord Vader plus Maul. That's an uphill battle at like R7 and even R8. At R9, it's relatively trivial. But, that's a pretty strong team with the damage reduction and Maul taking his turns. So if you have a strong cam, JMK is likely a better solution, because you can go right after who you want to.
He has an R9 JML and an R8 cam.
Alright, then yes, I would use JML if it's R9, for sure.
Yep, JML and R9 is such a brawny boy with so much protection that coin is just devastating. Devastating damage. So yeah, good luck to you on that, Crow. Let us know how that goes if you're running your battles here right now. Yes, and by the way, we had a very important question from the chat, and I'd like to get your take on it, Dagger. Die Hard is a Christmas movie, confirm or deny? Sorry, you broke up there.
Confirm. It is a Christmas
That's
movie.
right. Yes, that's the correct answer. That's the only patriotic answer. All right, so people are interested in our opponent's Starkiller team. So of course he's a smart guy. What does he have for Omicrons? He's got his Omicron on for "There is much conflict in you." So he's got this is, if you had to get one, this is the one to get. He does have the Omicron. No, there's no Omicron for Force Energy. It looks like, isn't there one for? No. Okay. So that's the only Omicron.
Both specials are.
Yeah, both.
Yeah, both specials are Omicrons.
All right. So there you go. Definitely not the best modded Starkiller, guys. He's got serviceable mods on him. We can call him that. There's nothing terrible, but there's nothing standout either. There's nothing to really shock or intimidate me. Fisk popping in with 16 folks. You know, Merry Christmas to you, Fisk. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. How did it go, man? How did it go? Let's hear how your Christmas Eve special went. And, you know, by the way, for all you fine folks just joining, I got to show off the sweater again. You know, you got to take the moments when they come. It's important to show off my holiday cheer there. Let's get the big beer gut in there. Got my TIE fighters down below. Got my quotable quote. All right. So yes, Starkiller team, and honestly, guys, I think CLS is going to be the best way for me to go. Just all-inning him. The weird thing is that because he has this unique, it's kind of, you know, there's a real mouthful baked into this unique. It's tough to remember everything that goes on in just this skill. But because we've got the Omicron here, at the start of battle, Jedi allies gain taunt for 1 turn. Debuffed enemies deal 50% less damage. This is why I didn't want to use Maul Mandos here, guys. I was originally thinking to do Maul Mandos, but Anguish from Maul on himself is a debuff. So I don't need that drop. Let's see here. This is the other important part to remember. So Mace is going to have taunt off the get, right? You're like, okay, that's fine. I'll just remove the taunt. It's like, well, you know, Billy Mays here. But wait, there's more. Whenever Starkiller uses a special ability, you know, of which he has 2, well, 3 later on, light side healer allies have their cooldowns reduced by 4, and Jedi tank allies gain damage immunity and taunt for 1 turn. So we have to be able to move past him a couple of times. Which, you know, talking earlier, chilling with Dagger on my Discord, he pointed out that CLS does offer a couple dispels in the form of the Chewy middles. You know, the blind and dispel, and then the run and smash. Anyway, let's step on into the arena here.
Remember to stun Starkiller first.
Yeah, and let's think about this. So Starkiller, then we want to stance with CLS so that we can go back after him again underneath the taunt, ignore the taunt.
That is the thought, yes.
And then we would do our dispels anyway, coming up on it. Yeah, we should be able to pop off in pretty quick succession. We'll see. Fisk, all right, let's hear what's up. All right, he says, happy up Christmas wishes to the Jester. Appreciate you, man. Fisk Bus has come in with a group of tourists as we make the metaphorical sleigh ride to the Tassinix Galaxy for a heaping help of milk, cookies, and Grand Arena. Hope everyone has a great holiday. Fisk is the way to Tassinix today. Appreciate you, man. That's poetic and all. We did 1 Grand Arena offense and scored 1772. Holy crap, dude. We did 1 Grand Arena and scored 1772. Like, did the guy just... What did the guy put down? He just had, like, a full cheese board? Holy crap. What is that about? Yeah. Not sure, 4256. Dagger, oh lord. Smartest guy I know that I would love to hate. Alright, that's, you know, mixed praise. We'll call that. Fisk, does he force taunt on Mace? He'll get taunt, so Starkiller grants Fisk. Starkiller grants taunt to Mace for 1 turn, start a battle, and then anytime Starkiller uses a special, Jedi tanks get taunt and damage immunity for 1 turn. So yeah. No, man. it's Mary J says, good players score like that. Fisk is a machine. I mean, you can't argue with results. 1772 is like incredible. Isn't it like 1730 or something supposed to be considered like the softmax? Is that about right, Dagger?
I'm not 100% sure on that one.
I want to say it's like 1730, so I mean, you really have to put it, you know, burn the midnight oil, put in the work. What can you say? Not sure. Thank you so much for the follow, man. Merry Christmas. Appreciate you. 1747 from the 5. Okay, 1747, not 1774. Okay. Wow.
That's the soft max?
1747 is what the... Oh, is what the softmax is supposed to be, not 1730. So yeah, 1772. Man, that's brutal, dude. Cutting
Yeah, it's
down
25
to
over the
bone.
soft max. That's absurd.
Yeah, it is. It is. I mean, I think my highest. Let me check. Let me check the sheet here, guys. Oh, a fussy little one back there. It's getting close to her bed. But my highest so far this season was 1722. Perhaps I haven't encountered such a light defense yet this season, but you also, you had to have a combination of some amount of light defense, and you also put some work into it. I mean, that's an extraordinary score. All right, so yeah, you always play for efficiency. Yeah, he always plays for efficiency, says Mary J. All right. Yeah, I'd like, that's part of what I need to work on, honestly, as a GAC player, guys. Like, I have a solid knowledge on how things work, but I'm usually guilty of going in with more characters than I need on a situation where I can underman. I'm definitely sloppy about that, so that's something I want to work on. All right, guys, let's go in and fight our Starkiller here, yes? See how it goes. If we get brooted, then I guess we die. All right, go over to Starkiller, plug him. Okay, young man likes to take damage. All right, let's go. What do you say here, Dagger? You want to go for the instant plug on Mace, or you do the shrug?
I would Deadeye here. Just chain your kills.
Just send him night. Yeah, see, that's the thing. That Starkiller, I'm not going to fib here to you guys. I told you that Starkiller wasn't, a whole heck of a lot. Probably EP here next. That's so great. All right, I guess we can just do the sweep here. 3 members are dead. He's going to get eaten. Yep, go ahead.
Or no one dies.
Yeah, nobody died. That's also an option. So, fair point.
Yeah.
All
Just want to make sure that all the options were explored there.
63. Okay, so, certainly a bit of suspense built up for not a lot of combat, I gotta say.
The CLS team is often one of the most anticlimactic teams to ever use because fights are just over in a minute, whether they win or lose.
Yeah. So this last one here for Lord Vader was thinking to do Slacker with Daka Zombie and Watt, but I honestly want to keep my Night Sisters intact for his GG Nuke team up there, so we're gonna try a little variant on this. I mean, I've won this battle before with, a similar comp as this. I guess I had Lobster in there, but I've won before, and it's been a little dicey. We definitely lost a lot of banners. And it hadn't been consistent, but of course it's a completely different fight once you throw this fine gentleman into the mix. So, Slacker, Hux, Faust, Foo, Watt, we have everybody locked in, off to the races. Yeah, the mods were pretty trash on that guy. Besus didn't revive. Right, yes, Starkiller himself is not light side. That's right. Yeah, Figrin Dan. Paper cannon indeed. All right, let's go ahead and get Tank Tech out on the Slacker. People who would potentially getting stunned for 2 turns. Let's go ahead and make short work of that. I don't care about whether or not we set the turn back. I guess being able to do another stun would be nice, but wouldn't a mass be good here too?
Sure.
Yeah. Just for the sake of Slacker, because I don't need to do the reset right there, and that turn meter's just so darn high. I guess Health Tech out onto Faust for now. He won't be around forever, but he'll be around long enough. We'll do our swipe here, cleanse everyone. Now it's a better time, I guess, for Hux to do that. Yeah, this is nice. This is good. Nice. Here we go. I guess we can do weapon out onto Hux. Why not? We can do the cleanse, but I don't feel like we need the cleanse here. So we'll just basic. Do definitely go for the reset here. We have 2 other tanks. We can go ahead and stab him. There's no reason for anybody to be able to do stuff. Basic. Let's see. Basic. Swipe. Very nice. Moving right along. I guess I could dispel him, because he will lose his taunt soon, right? Maybe dispel Faust. Get that buffer maybe off of him. Alright. Our first crush of the day. No, first ultimate crush. Alright, Watt has served his glorious purpose. How do you want to handle this? I guess I should probably do the stun again, because he doesn't need to swipe so much. More stacks is better for our situation. Yeah, that's just fine. Alright, I guess I'd like to do the ultimate here. But I think I want to do one more swipe. Let's be reading yeah, let's go. Time wasted, Slacker versus LB is not wise, says Northern Warder. I hear that, I hear that. Let's, I hear what you're saying there, man. I hear what you're saying. Let's keep it moving. Got a minute and 30. Got some time.
You gotta go against your base urges and instincts. You have to actually do something.
You're so funny. Let's see who's done. Okay, took his turn. Good. Good start. Good lord, you can do a lot there. Swipes. Good. Alright, there, Northern. How's that suit you?
It doesn't feel like it's on auto yet.
No, it doesn't, does it?
No. I feel like it should be on auto.
Night-night. Alright, there we go. 52, yeah. Sloppy, choppy, but still a one-shot, which is better than last episode. So we will take it. Alright. What lies in wait for us? Down south. I'm expecting a ray. Okay, yep. Man delivers. The man delivers. What can I say? RJT, R2, RHF, RHP, all that. Okay, I mean, I know that too well. Ray. Oh, okay, interesting. Ray, Nest, Queel, IG-11, and OG Finn. Let's see that all the time. And then, yes, I very much expected to see his Dash team. So Dash, Kira, L3, what is this? Young Hun, Y Hun, we call him on the sheet, and Vandor. Okay. So, Ray, I'm thinking just C armor. Let's think about this. Is there anybody who can screw me up? How fast are you, first of all? Not faster than, I think, my 310-ish armor. Let's double check what I remember there. Okay, 321. Okay, so faster than I remember. Yeah. 321, 308. Let's think about how this works. Nobody else is it. Yeah. All right, that's fine. So we can definitely do it with just the two. I don't need to bring in a tank to secure armor's one turn. All right, let me actually catch up on chat. Let's see here. I should boogie test time. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's what you were telling me about not wasting time. That's fun. It's funny you should say boogie though, man. I've just been like hard pounding listening to like late 70s, early 80s funk. Like Like, that has been my shtick lately.
You're old.
What's that? Okay.
Said you're old.
I am old, but yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really need a visual Omicron indicator, says Figrindan. I mean, I can't argue that. Yeah, Nest doesn't do a lot for Ray. I agree with Dagger's comment in chat. Yeah, right. Okay, good advice in there. Funk makes the soul feel good. Funk makes the day better, says Northern Border. Man, don't I know it. Don't I know. Like, it is impossible. I have friends that play StarCraft, that play games that you get really focused, really competitive. And, you know, when you lose games when it's about micro movements and little things like that, it can get very frustrating. So I have a couple friends that play. They occasionally get riled up when they have, like, bad streaks or whatever. And, I turn them on to a couple of my funk playlists. I told them, it's like, it's literally impossible to stay angry listening to this music. And they're good. All right, yes, Watt does make Maul go boom. Unfortunately, I have used my Watt now, but I think we can still make Maul Mandos work here, right? How fast are we dealing with in terms of this fit? So, 3?
Yeah, you're doing your GAC on the stream, and we're doing Krolik's GAC in the chat.
All right, that's fine. That's good. You know, appreciate the community support. Thanks for spamming my links, Dagger. You're a dear soul sometimes. Not sure says you like old jazz. All right, what kind of old jazz you into, man? Jazz is something I'd like to get more into. I grew up listening to a lot of classical, not too much jazz. You're farming armor for your C, says not sure, and then Northern Border says, should I switch to C armor and place Watt with Mandos? I would only use Watt with C if I'm going up against debuffs that I'm really concerned about, right? It's the Dispel that I'm worried about. Otherwise, I prefer armor with C because it leans into what you're already trying to do with C. You know, most Cs are going to be high health, right? So you get the 15% max health as the first stack of Beskar. The second stack grants you plus 50% defense. Now, you're probably not stacking a lot of armor on your C, but it suits our purpose because you're usually doing a C under. So this is fine. And almost never are you trying to go for the third stack on C. The only time where I've seen it's strictly necessary to do that is if you're fighting like a Ray, a well-modded Ray at that, with an armor of their own on the team. This is more of a 3v3 thing, to be honest, but just saying it, just to be thorough, if they should get a 3 stack of Beskar on Ray, your only chance of winning that with C is if C himself has 3 stacks. You're just going to need to be able to answer basics. So, anyway, DM me, says not sure, I can give you a solid playlist. You know, not sure, feel free to join my Discord, man. We can talk music and anything, anytime, man. I love talking music. All right, so let's think about how we're doing this. We're gonna do C armor. Let's go ahead and knock this one out, yeah? We already know the script for how we're gonna handle it, so. Shouldn't be getting surprised by anybody. So let's make a move. Okay. So, we'll link people. First, obviously, we have to link IG, and I'll link Ray because she will grant the fastest charge time. Okay, we take the 2 stack on C. Never be greedy here, especially when you don't have a tank. You will not get another turn. Because Ray does Lifeblood, Execute. And there goes your armor. Alright, so we have some debuffs. So to your point about using Watt, these aren't the debuffs that stop us from getting protection. And that's what I knew going into it, right? So, no healing immunity. I'm okay. Yeah, I'm actually still just gonna kind of chill here. Time's on our side. Whack. Alright. Do this. So I'm thinking to actually do the relink here, drop this. We can just pop the 2 tanks, I guess. So we'll just link these 2 folks up, drop all our debuffs, then do the transform.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna link the 2 people you want to kill now, and then you're gonna link the 2 people you want to kill later.
Yeah, that is a fair statement, sir.
You just want to remember to relink before you ult, because you double your mastery when you click the button.
Yes, right, like what we just did here. So pop goes the lethal. Alright, take that on the chin. Alright, now we do the relink. We gain more protection, which will help us as we march into the second rail. We do the link. And now I just want to start getting shocked around.
Well, that exposes dangerous.
Oh yeah, this isn't a good situation. Yeah, that shock is. This is troublesome, guys. This is troublesome. That is an awful lot of damage. Oh man, that expose is lethal.
Yep.
We've got a lot of time yet, man.
That's okay. You have your ult coming up in next turn.
Should I
So
just
I
do
would
the relink here?
Yeah, I would do the relink just to build up protection here.
Yeah.
Because you have the ulti coming up on your next turn.
So bad. Merry Christmas, Emmett. I see you in the chat. I can't read a lot of comments, but I saw that. I'll read more right after combat. Alright, we'll do the zap here because the zap will go through this anyway. Take it on the chin for the third time. Alright, we'll just put it on auto now, guys. And yeah, alright, so it's a solo ray. Alright, so yeah, the expose was painful. 4 banners, let's mark that. Yeah. So the expose was from Quio, right?
Nest.
Oh, from Nest. What
Nest
is
basic is the expose.
Oh, that's right.
Quio is the one who puts down the burning and the shock.
Right. Yep. All right, let's put a comment in on the spreadsheet. So, exposes from Nest added up.
I honestly think that the only thing that you should have done differently is next time link Nest with the relink before you ult.
At the time that I did that relink, before my transformation, if that's what you're referring to, both tanks had taunt.
His second link ignores taunt.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Is that the case? Let me check that. You know, that was like.
Now you're making me think now.
The last abilities of his that I zated. But anyway, exposes from Nest added up. Perhaps should, I'll put your comment down, Dagger. Perhaps should have to relink.
During this bonus turn, Sith Infernal Emperor may only use Entwined Fate. Can't be ability blocked. Ignores taunt effects.
Okay, so the second one would have done it. Yeah, I was just thinking to knock out both tanks there, and I used that as an excuse. Shame on me. Shame on me. All right.
Well, this just means you won't get got next time, because now you know how to. And remember that expose doesn't do 20% against the GL, but it still does do more than like nothing.
Yeah, right. It's a mitigated amount, but clearly more significant than the kind of hits that I'd be getting from non-GL characters otherwise, especially on that team. All right, so we mark this red. All right. I'm guessing probably just Geos for this. No reason to not bring Toggle.
Oh, even Geos should be fine here.
Yep. But I think I was thinking about having them for this Dash team. You and I talked briefly about fighting Dash, and I think there was something really easy to use against it, right?
The Geos theoretically should work. But
all right.
You don't.
Yeah. Wait. I gotta catch up on some chat. Oh my God, so much has happened in the last 2 minutes. All right, you managed. Northern Border said he managed one-shots on R9 Executor and R9 GK fleets with your new Malevolence and Rebels tonight. Felt good, lucky but still fun. Nice job, man. That is good work. It does need to break your way from time to time, but yeah. Absolution, thank you, man. Merry Christmas, Happy Christmas. Glad you like the sweater, man. I'm a little fatter than I was when I got it, but the sweater still fits the season. I might even wear it over to my mother-in-law Jawas tomorrow. I'll look ridiculous. I'll look like a overstuffed hot dog, but a festive one. We'll say that. Northern, you said Watt would have helped in that scenario. Absolutely. I mean, if there are debuffs that I'm concerned about, Watt makes sense. And honestly, I mean, I'm not really thinking about expose when against the GL, but you can't argue the results. It's stacked up there over the course of the fight. And as Dagger pointed out, I missed an opportunity to delete Nest just before, well, you know, I took some additional Nest basics that I didn't need to take, is the point. Alright, let's go ahead and wrap this one up with Geos, unless I can think of something. What do I want to do here with Dash? Let's think about that. Dash. Would not Dash be eaten up? Aren't there a lot of assists in the Dash team?
Not really.
Trying to think about it.
There's a couple.
Trying to think if Trey is a good move for that.
I'm sure Trey would work.
Yeah. All right.
There's no damage on that team.
I think I'll pen in Triumvirate. Probably with Sith Assassin, go for an Underman there. All right, some more comments. Let's read chat. Yeah, Exposed does health-based damage. So yeah, I mean, yeah, it is bad news, Northern. Won't argue that. Taking out Quill and no more Shock 2, so you can heal. Yes, that is a fair point. Yeah, either one would have been better than doing both tanks. That was a sloppy move on my part. No issues there. IG and 11. So Fisk says that IG and 11 and Quill would have been his choices to pop. I mean, it makes sense because if we don't have Shock on us, then our lifesteal would probably do more to heal us than just avoiding the expose coming from Nest. That makes sense to me. Looks like an Ewok battle to you, says Not Sure. My Ewoks are G12 and they're not modded for any kind of business. Liam93084, I see you there. Hello, first time in the chat. Good to see you. Merry Christmas. Happy to have you along. A little fatter, Dagger says in the chat. Screw you. Ewoks versus Ray. One day you'll make that happen, says Not Sure. All right. Aren't we all a little fatter, says Northern Port. It's true. And your 8-year-old tells you so. All right, that's fair. Yeah, my daughter's 3, but she doesn't tell me I'm fat.
I'm lucky that I've been fat all my kids' lives, so they don't tell me that I'm more or less fat now.
Yeah, so TJ here in the chat says, regarding Dash, check the speeds, and does that Dash have the Omicron? I mean, he most certainly does, because he's got the icon lit up, right? I think that's how it works. Or maybe not. No, I don't see it. Isn't it on his leadership? Isn't his Omicron on his leader dagger?
Yes.
Okay, then it doesn't look like he has it. So what does that mean for me, TJ? Let's see.
Is it level 7 or level 8?
Here, we'll check it out. Yeah, level 7.
Yeah, no Omicron.
Yeah.
So no turbo revive from Vandor.
YOLO assists often, and Dash calls a dude too, says Northern Border. So yeah, it seems like Triumvirate's sounding like a likely candidate for us, guys. Vandor absolutely does big damage with Dash. Now that comes as a surprise to me, Figrin. I guess I don't really know the character all that well. Let's do a quick check. So
he's not a
I know about all the prepared shenanigans. All right, people get more crit damage if they're attackers. Tanks get plus 15% max health.
So Vandor gets plus 15 to max health.
Sorry?
That's actually pretty solid. That's actually pretty solid on Vandor because his unique turns his protection into health.
And then he has damage based
Dash gives him. Yeah, and then Dash gives him 15% more max health. That's actually like rather substantial on him.
Yeah, I think that is a pretty fair point. Wow, yeah, look at all that. Yep. Yeah, it's an interesting team. I can't wait till I get to the farm with that myself. Yes, Northern says, with the Omicron, I finally don't regret Vandor's Omega. I'll grant you, he doesn't get a lot of use all the time, but that Raid Puzzle Box team's a good one, and he serves his purpose there just fine. Granted, if I had Dash at strength, I would probably use it with Dash.
I will say I've had Vandor Chewbacca Zeta since he was Gear 11, like 2.5 years ago, and I've used him pretty much every GAC.
Yeah.
I've gotten so much use out of that dude, whether it was on the old Kira Stall team, whether it was on, like you said, like the Ray Puzzle Box team. There's a whole litany of places you can just put him, especially since Cat kind of revitalized him.
Yeah.
There's always so much to do. Like it's such a useful like kit. It's just finding a use for it.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, so I think we're resolved for that. RJT, what do I typically have reserved for that here? Yeah, I mean, I think I often. I do the last time I fought one. I think I Geos them before, but I guess I could do the Maul Mandos there. That's not a bad one. So Maul, Django, Candy, Bo-Katan, and we'll say Sabine. Dash Kira, Atreus, Scion, Nihilus, and Sass. You think a fifth is needed there?
No.
You broke up.
No, I do not.
Yeah, I think we can make a go for it. Absolution, gifting 5 subs. You're a god amongst men. Absolution. Merry Christmas to you. The spirit of giving. You know. Yeah, Absolution's always been a good guy. My first, I believe my first, one of my very first subs here on Twitch, if not the first, I think the very first. Yes, thank you so much for your generous gift, Absolution. You're awesome, dude. Thanks. All the people in the chat happy about it. All right.
Now re-download the damn app.
What app? Oh yeah, the game. Yeah, Absolution. Look, man, there's always gonna be. In any endeavor where there's people, there's going to be people drama. Yes? So let's accept that and just agree that you should come back to the game and not let people's hogwash impede your fun. All right, let's go. We probably won't get an opportunity to use this ability again, because this is going to end quickly. But let's just assume not to dismiss that. I think I want to do this. Yep. Just basic. All right, we got the crit there. We got the damage immunity down. This would grant offense up. I'm cool with it. We don't have to worry about a dispel for any debuffs, so it's like one of those why the hell not situations. The damage immunity resolving gave her some heal, so there's always that. Thankfully, Poggle's here to help us Stone Age her cooldown. Get the stagger, set her back more. This, bump up, keep the train moving. She's building up on us, though. There it is. Bonk. That's a Relegate Spy, by the way, who just hit her for 343,000, so. Sit down! Alright.
Worth mentioning, found this out a couple weeks ago. High Relic Geos can actually fight, like, medium Ray teams. Like, heads up.
Yeah? What's the trick?
I don't know. Killing Ray with Spy.
You're in so Northern Border. Let's see. It was real. Chats. It was bad. It was real bad.
Ryan showed me a couple of videos.
Was it that bad though? Absolution. I mean, the drop was bad, but the cleanup was good, right? Yeah, Doombug indeed. Yeah, he's a big mean boy. All right, so Krolik in chat says dagger. Sea and armor worked versus Ray for 65 banners. Thank you. Good job, man. Just helping
Fantastic.
out. All right, so Northern Border says, I'm inspired to put Walk with Maul, Mandos, and Armor to C now. Yeah, so I really like the team on offense. On defense, there's a couple different comps I've heard of that people set, but I'll be honest with you, I just don't like the idea of setting Watt with Maul on defense because it isn't doing the one thing he's there to do. You know, you're not getting the attack tech out on the Maul. Not first in. I'm not so into the idea.
But
feel free to offer your point, Dagger.
I would say, but that's why I put Crew there, because then he puts the tank tech on Crew first.
Yep.
And that's a CLS deterrent. So if you're gonna put it on defense, I like if you're gonna put on defense with water, I like putting crew there to make sure crew gets the tank tech versus COS.
Okay, so yeah, okay, that's fair. That's fair. Apparently, there's this guy called Doombug. He's the guy I think you're talking about there, Dagger, with the Geos thing. He's got a YouTube channel, says Belore, taking out all kinds of stuff. Figrin Dan in chat says, I've seen high relic bugs kill Rays for a long time. Honestly, I assume you're talking about like a full team. If so, that comes as a surprise to me. That would be something I'd love to see some video footage on. I'll probably Google about that later. Actually, let me open up a notepad file. Take note of that. Sodef. It was Sodef. Sodef the OG, somebody's saying. Mary Jane.
I wouldn't give Sodef any credit. He got it from Ryan.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Ryan used to do it on his old account.
Oh, Ryan did that? Alright, fair enough.
Yep.
Yeah. Ryan's a clever guy.
Yeah.
I'll Google about that. So about Geos versus Red. Alright. Note to self. Dash team. Let's head up in. And you know, while I'm looking at my Sith, if you think that there's a fifth that would actually be of value,
I would not take a fifth because of banners.
Dude, we have EP Mara to use somewhere with frickin' Lobster Trooper.
Oh, that's right. That's gonna be a fun one.
That is gonna be fun.
Actually, we could almost try this 3v5.
You think so? I'm okay with it if we're not gonna come to regret. You know, I like SAS at least for the one stun. It's one thing you don't have with those three is stun.
Well, they're all It just depends on how fast you have to go after L3.
Okay, so
I mean,
go ahead.
I was gonna say if you want to play it safe, go for it. If this was me, I would probably drop SAS, but.
All right. No, let's give it a go. This is what I'm talking about. I need to get out of my comfort zone with taking additional people I don't need. So if we've got if we can make this work, all right, here we go. Get lit. Oh my God, debuff city. All right, yeah, good thing it's Triumvirate. All hail the Treya unique. Sweet ball. Wow. Yeah. Okay. So there's enough assists because wow, that young Hans had it.
More assists here than I initially thought. I didn't take into account the prepared.
You fool! I guess we'll do the isolate here first and go for the bonk later. Actually, let's see. So you're not prepared, so this would not be a strictly terrible time to build.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, we'll just go after you straight up. It's not yeah. Bonk. Night-night, sweet prince. Yeah, TJ said watch out for the opening, but the opening should have watched out for me. And yeah, Mary J in the chat saying Playbook has been killing Rays with bugs for some time, so yeah, I guess I should do some more research on it. I'll have some time here in the next couple of days. Yeah, SAS was definitely not necessary for the record.
Yeah. This has felt pretty comfortable the entire time.
I would agree with your assessment. Because they had the opportunity to focus down on somebody. And, not only did they not super focus down on Nihilus, but even if they had with all those debuffs in, holy crap, how much health do you think you just got from the other two being all debuffed right off the bat? Yeah, so Northern in chat saying this battle makes you feel less good about Dash on D. I mean, I don't know if you've been looking around. I haven't really heard about anybody pulling off anything terribly impressive with Dash on D. I guess you can say mostly the same about Qui-Gon too, but I don't know. I mean, Qui-Gon at least does have those real teeth. We just took the full team right in the face and no sweated it, right? So, fair point.
Let's all bear in mind too that we made dog on the Triumvirate here and there a little bit just because they're not what they used to be. But you still took, you 3v5'd it, But what else does Triumvirate kill? Because it's a lot.
Yeah, this is a
And
thing.
it-
I mean, I know that a lot of people like to mix it up, and I've had a couple opponents spring it on me before, even with some success against me, with Triumvirate on defense, but they're just too... Shut up, Tanner. Shut up. But they're, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I'm not talking about it. But, I will say that Triumvirate for me is just such a staple of offense, although, last round I didn't even use them, so... There is that, but I keep them for offense so consistently just cause. Alright, so we have this RGT. Right, we can maul that. But before we do that, I want to, again, take a look at the top and make sure the plan's going. Alright, so our friend JEDA has not made any moves yet. It's a shame. It is Christmas Eve. He's probably doing something cool. Cooler than me. Alright, so let me ask you guys, how do you deal with these Jawas? It's so infrequent that I see them. I'm open to suggestions about anything gimmicking, to take it out. I was asking around some fairly knowledgeable people today about what they think about, solo masked Kylo versus these. And I was told a mix of I don't know, and then I've seen it lose before. So we have not skewed in the positive with this. Now I do have a Relic 7 Kylo, of course, and he is in decent mods. He's in decent mods. But the question is he just going to get straight rolled? Because remember, this is also not just a Jawas team with high relics. They actually have some fair modding on them. Now, granted, he's got over 110,000 life total, 200 plus 100 speed. Plus 1,600 damage, got some crit chance, he's got some teeth, but I don't think that's the teeth we're looking for. Clash. Let's see. So, Figrin says that Clash was getting holds with it on D, and apparently Clash is back and at it, so that's awesome. It's always good news. TJ says, Dash is awesome on D because it can pull an expensive counter. Who do you think's an expensive counter that you'd pull with it? Because now, knowing what I know, I'm extra sure that if I can expect to see... If I see somebody has Dash posted on their defense history, now I know I've got a 3 versus 5 for 64 banners sitting around. Let's see...
Although, that being said, pulling the Triumvirate is not an unreasonable thing in of itself, because... This goes back to one of the reasons why Bugs was so good for so long to put on defense, because you're taking one of your opponent's Swiss Army knives and just saying you're using it here.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm alright with that. The Triumvirate has, I think we'd all agree, they've become less significant over the last year. So if somebody wants to, get themselves all set up with the new freshness, whatever the hot new poppin' team is, and it just happens to get devoured 3v5 by something that I actually occasionally don't even use when I reserve it for attack, I'm down. Works for me. Okay, and then we got a bot in the chat. Let's fix that one. There we go. Problem solved.
I was to say, I do agree that team that he just fought had no damage on it.
Well, what would you set to toughen that up then?
Oh, I don't know. Somebody that does damage like Nest, maybe. Nest isn't great against the Triumvirate specifically, but I believe you'd want... I don't know. How many scoundrels do defend? What if you put Han and Chewie on there? Not saying you should, but I feel like that's almost where you'd have to go with that. But that team was just L3 Vandor, that. I don't feel like there's any damage on the team. Kira doesn't do a spectacular amount of damage either. Yeah, Lando, young Lando or old Lando? Because neither one of them actually do that much damage, I don't think. Old Lando at least has that AoE.
That's fair. All right, let's dig into this. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, real quick to Figrin, the Omicron probably wouldn't have made any difference there, because the only thing Omicron does is said whenever they lose prepared, they regain it. But what would that have changed in that fight?
Right, because we isolated L3, and then I was thinking maybe
Annihilated
take a
everybody
pot
else.
shot at young Han because there wasn't a prepared. So let's say in that situation, prepared would have been on Vandor. I was nonetheless able to go straight after Vandor. Yeah, Mary J says it wouldn't have made a difference. The trio still would have eaten it. So there you go, guys. Yeah, exactly. Mary J's got it right. L3 still gets isolated. Nihilus still eats. That's this is the way. All right, guys, let's dig in on this GG team. Let me think about it. So the priority here will be to knock out B2, then B1, and see if we don't get just devoured. I'm still interested in you guys' suggestions about this Jawas. If you were not here earlier, I went and reviewed these guys. This guy takes them serious. He's putting love onto it. Mostly 6Es, decent sets. So I'm interested in what you guys do with that. Mary J says Commander Tano changes the team with the offense boost. If Cat were there, then maybe the opening salvo I would not have lived. I would not have survived it. That's possible. Yeah. I'm not sure says Kira, Nest, and Hoda. Is there some reason that they all need to be scoundrels, though? No, I don't think so. So it's not like a Qui-Gon thing. I don't know. Anyway, so this Qui-Gon team, with a very brawny can here, it's all going to be for waste, because they're just about to get lapped by Bad Batch. So it's a shame. I have seen people set this a couple times with Cam in here. I don't care for this choice right now, because basically with your Qui-Gon, you're excuse me, you're basically challenging your opponent. You want a Bad Batch here? How about that? And in this case, the answer is yes.
Oh, real quick, the reason why the scoundrel part matters is because he only gets prepared to scoundrels.
Well, that's true. Hoda doesn't get prepared. He's always prepared.
Yes.
Just like those Chuck Norris jokes we all loved so well, like 15 years ago,
Hoda.
Chuck Norris doesn't
Hoda's
hunt.
based.
Yeah, hold on a second there. Chuck Norris doesn't hunt. He waits. That's all. All right, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, Hoda's basically Scar at this point.
That's good. Balor says, my opponent set the Qui-Gon team with JML Watt instead of Cam. Wow. 56,000 offense JML Efflux. That does sound incredible. I will say that. Yeah, 30 times speed. All right. Mary J says, I just used Qui-Gon Lead to eat a Darth Revan for 72 banners, and it felt amazing, so I assume that's your opening attack, so a loss of only 3 banners. Tell me, about... Well, how about that, Dagger? Yeah, I should have thought about that.
Using Qui-Gon versus DR?
Qui-Gon to kill Darth Revan, yeah. I mean,
What were the banners?
He said it was 72, so call it 62, right? It sounds like it was his first attack.
Okay. I'd be curious to see if you can replicate that for 62.
I'd be interested, because 62 implies the existence of full protection, which is improbable, So, all right,
or you killed him.
You're checking out. Merry Christmas. Thanks for watching, man. And yes, I appreciate the good luck. I'll probably need it. All right, let's roll. Okay. He's stunned. People are still not stunned. If everyone was stunned, I wouldn't do this, but we want everyone stunned. So, and this is where everyone dies. Now you die. Omicrons,
Well, that's beautiful.
Isn't it, though?
I just watched that and I still don't regret the Qui-Gon Omicron. So, there is that.
I don't regret it either, man. I like my Qui-Gon. I like that he went from trash to potentially awesome in the right situation. I'm into it. And I like Qui-Gon as a character. Qui-Gon and Mace have been were done so dirty by this game as characters. Like, Mace is hands down like one of the best, if not the single best, lightsaber fighter in all of Star Wars lore. And they just have him, this weak little, just plink. First time. Oh, what did I miss? Did I miss something? First time Chet from Darth Cohen. Send this clown to the scrapyard. Yeah. Yeah, that just hurts when the Bad Batch shuts down Qui-Gon like that. It's true. All right, let's do the Mother Talzin versus GG Nuke, guys. Let's move that along. Qui-Gon Jinn was your first Zeta, no regrets. I am almost certain you regretted it for a time, not sure, but I bet you feel good now. That's, how many characters have I said that to you about, Dagger, over the years, that I took them up ahead of the curve before they were needed by the meta, and I'm like, they called me crazy. They called me stupid. Now they just call me maxed out.
Yeah, now they just call you fat.
Oh.
I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about your account.
Oh. Nice recovery. I see what you were doing. I don't quite believe you, but...
Well, I mean it as a double entendre, but it wasn't. This one specifically was not meant as an insult.
Oh, you know Darth Cohen? I see, Dagger.
Yeah. If you haven't, one day when you're bored, go look at YouTube. It's very, very entertaining.
I should watch more YouTubers. I've been playing a lot of Steam games with friends lately. Okay, guys, I think I've screwed this up before by not doing the heal here. Now, we've already had a couple people die, right? So I think, where's our turn meter situation? Yeah, GG's about to go. I'm not gonna risk it, guys. All right, that's fine. I'll do it. All right, Mass Dispel. I say mass in on B2. We'll do the spread later. No stun, unfortunately, but you can't win them all. Okay, just the basic here. We don't need the heal from this for now. No stun, even with tenacity down. How's that grab you, folks? Alright, I still want to try and get a stun. Alright, that's good. Okay, basic. Okay. Somewhat kind of scary. Let's go ahead and do the AoE here. Okay. Come back. Alright, we don't have the mother. That's not good. We kind of needed her too, so it'd be better if you weren't dead. Let's go ahead and do the heal. Yeah, the basics for the revive are only if we get a kill here, and we're working our way towards it. I hear you, Halo implant. I hear you. Alright, come on back to me. I think this is our basic, right? Yeah, that's the one. We'll save it. There it is. Alright, everything is, well, it's going. I'm not saying it's going to go according to plan. Let's go. God dang it! You just don't want to bring her back, do you? Let's see here. I just want to base it. You're already stuck, so let's not lean further into that. That again. I guess we could, well, we'll get the res anyway here. Yeah, and I think our next what's that? Okay. Come back, my children. Yes! Glorious! Glorious! Yes, that's right. Every death, every revive... Oh, every revive death buffs DACA. That's the point. It's just doing the basics for that. Yeah, I hear you. I was also trying to just, whittle down at B1 stack, so that was kind of the idea. It won't matter if I try to really stun anything else at this point, so we'll do this. Again, we'll do the AoE just to keep whittling. Basics fine here. Okay. GG. So what we're gonna have happen here, I'll use the heal here. Yeah. Alright, so he's gonna wump. We'll go ahead and take it on the chin. Alright, that's good. Okay. Come on back, ladies. There it is. We nursed ourselves into health. Night. All right, there we go. 60. That is your best case scenario here. I'm into it. Not to be confused with the tax software.
What is it? Every revive buffs DACA and every death buffs Asajj?
That's
I
correct.
think that's how that works.
Yep, that's correct. Oh, that's what I was missing earlier, guys. I missed the chimes for the follows. Liam93084 gave me a follow 5 minutes ago. And Northern Border, hey man, glad you're enjoying yourself. Thank you for the follow. It's all good. You're like, oops, in the chat. Yeah, I see you. I see what you're about. All right, so we got this Maul. Let's go ahead and do the quick check on these. 250 speed, 11,000 damage. Got a par for the cores. Got Candy, 220 speed, over 110,000 survivability, over 10/6 damage. That's quite solid. Excuse me, that's quite solid. Bo-Katan, 260, that's about right. Sabine, no Zeta on Demolish, thank God. 291, yeah, decently modded. Okay. So absolute fastest here will be Maul at, I think, 320 something or 322. 322. So let's think about this. Yeah, his candy's pretty solid at 10.6. Mine's like just over 10.5, so that's hot. Man, if you're gonna put the effort in to make him real thick, I would sink on the Zeta. I like the Zeta. Popular opinion, unpopular opinion, but like, people are taunting all the time on your enemy team, and you know that before you're picking the fight going into battle most of the time. Putting him on defense, maybe less of that, but it's still good. It's still good. All right, Maul. What did I have penned in for this one? Maul was going to be... yes. So 322. Hear me out. So 322. So we got 326 on boss. And then if we highlight our dear friend Grief, Grief is 328. And, yeah. Wait a minute. 328.
Wait, is your Griefs faster than your boss?
Why, yeah, why is that? Yeah, I'll be damned, he is. So let's think about that. That's a problem, actually. How did I do that? Now, when did I... Let me think about that. Oh, you know what it was? You know what it was? I remodded for TW, and then I sliced one of his mods that was on a different... when it was on a different character for TW. And then when I reloaded the Hot Utils loadout, I just didn't double check my work.
Oh, get fucked.
Yes, it is a mod master fail. It is, Valor. Yes. All right, let me think about this.
Well, I hear TI Bravo has openings for your shame.
Yes, or die trying. Yes. Good jokes. All right, I have to think about that, guys. That's a bummer. I gotta sweat about that. RJT. What was I gonna do for that? Yeah.
You might be able to use your bootleg bounty hunters there and try a Maul mirror if you're faster.
So I am straight up faster. Yeah, you might have a fair point. Let's think about that. We also have JKR on a side, right? So let's take a look at Jedi. It's a partial team. So JKR, Grandmaster, Jolie, Bastila, and I guess we could throw in Mace for the memes, but I don't think we need him wherever he'd end up using him. Let's think about how to assign that. Surely the JKR, let's think about that. Grandmaster gives tenacity up. Why wouldn't Jedi be an easy fix for these Jawas? Yeah? Oh, nothing to say now, Dagger? Did Discord die? Oh, you had to put your mic on mute. Probably the kids yakking at you. Yeah, JKR versus Jawas makes sense. Alright, so that means against RGT. You think it could go south, says not sure. Let's think about it. Why do you think it would go south? Because the thermal detonators are resistible. Tenacity up, lends us to a lot of resist. Oh, that's a good one. Not sure. It says, I think it could go south. I'm not sure. That's like a dad joke. All right. If I was going to do, so against RJT we could do Maul, or I could do Bounty Hunters against RJT. I would be relatively faster. Man, I gotta fix that Bounty Hunter thing. What a pain in the ass. So Aurra lead would still do the same thing. Wait a minute. Why is it bad? All right, so we don't get the. Let's think about it. So the reason it's bad is because we would be able to get the taunt with Bosk, but then we would be at the mercy of whoever's after Bosk that's not Grief to get Bosk his mass assist. So 291 was the next speed after 322 on Maul. Let us consider what we have in here. I'm just curious. I wonder if there is just a, a janky-tron way to get this done. I don't want to load the full team, lest I might hit the button accidentally. Alright, so my Boba is 289. That's slower than Sabine. Sabine would get her... I think it doesn't do stagger without the Zeta. Yes?
I thought the Zeta
No,
was
it
the
is stagger.
exposed.
It is stagger. It's expose and target enemy for 2 turns. So it's just physical damage to all enemies without the Zeta. Alright, so...
If you can get one mass assist out, you should be able to get most of your team to go next because of the turn meter.
Yeah, from Mando
Theoretically.
spreading it out. That makes sense. I mean, there should be some gains. I think if we lead with the mass, we should be okay. What are your thoughts?
Good. I mean, risk it for the biscuit. It's not my GAC.
I appreciate your insights on this matter. All right.
But yes, I think this will work. I just want to be funny about it.
Yeah. Well, at least you tried, right? That's the thought.
Wow.
What's their
Dude.
what's the potency? Well, all right, not sure. I see what you're saying in chat, but hold on. All right, let's get the wagon train. Should I just? Oh, look, we just had Bosk. All right, Bosk. We want a taunt, or do I want a mass? No, I guess I do want to just taunt. Yeah, we'll do this, and then we call. We can call Grief because he does a double tap regardless. Okay. The AOE, we're under stealth. We can't be retributioned, or do we go and try to nuke someone? I guess nuke Candy. Okay. There's our mass. There's our pop. So where's Mando? Mando's going to take his turn ahead of Bam, so we can delete Bam that way. No, wait. Do we want... Yeah, well, he's not going to gain a bunch of stacks here, right? Because they're not having a whole bunch of stuff pop off. Let's go ahead and just kill him. Use the zap. Yeah, rocket. Go. Okay. So he just did his one move. No reason that we can't stay under stealth here. No basic, no stun, that's fine. I think we still should mass here. Where are you at? There we go. That's what we've been waiting for. Thank you, friend. You've been stressing me. Let's do the mass again. More turn meter. Damn, 13. Ooh, there's... No, we lost a friend. That was more than I thought it was going to be. Alright, we'll just over for now. Alright, sit down. Basic. Well, the answer is it worked. So don't be clocked, be clocked, and you can still make it work. But I don't know. Let's think about this. The only difference would be is if I had gone after Bam in the first place, but I couldn't because it was Candy who was taunted. So there really isn't a lot I could have done differently there. And yes, Northern Border's right. Candy makes that team go burr. That's why I was more concerned about him than Bam. So no regrets. No regrets. Okay. So.
And yes, that was messy, but at least it worked.
Yeah, Northern Border says, I dislike that they placed Maul without fast armor or Watt. What a waste. Yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan.
But that's why we talked about it, and I do like Watt with Maul. If you're gonna place it. I'm not saying you should place Maul. I'm not advocating for that specifically.
Yeah,
but I do like Watt
there
with
is a
it.
better or worse way to do it. Alright, so what do you think about this, Dagger? Versus our Jawa friends.
I mean, you just mark Scavenger first, kill him, and it's probably over?
This is my expectation as well.
Yeah, I'm on board.
No smarmy commentary on that, though.
No, there's a certain level of snark I can give when there's a 4-year-old around.
Oh, I see. Yeah, got to keep it relatively PG. That's okay. YouTube would probably appreciate me for that, too. By the way, guys, if you want to catch up on previous episodes of GAC here, I do post to YouTube. Feel free to check that out. Appreciate you. Yeah, this is another one. I sliced his mods. He's faster than he should be. Okay, I'm gonna just... where's my scabby friend? Let's go ahead and just basic direction. Get the turn meter. All in. Oh wait, what do we want to do? I actually shoot. We're gonna do. All right, we're gonna do this. Okay, so he still has some buffs. Now it's a bummer that he got himself under there, is it not? I'm just gonna basic. I don't want to do a mass assist. That's just a lot more grenades coming out until we have the, that's a bummer. Alright, let's think about this. We'll go ahead and call you. We still need to get Grandmaster this next turn. There we go. The long-awaited tenacity level. Alright, so that's neat. Alright, we can only hit him. Nobody can take away that for us because we don't have that. Well, it'll be Bastila that could do it. Do the pass over to her. Yeah, okay. Well, at the very least, we can take this taunt, or this stun off. And again, I'm just kind of waiting here. I don't want to mass on anybody but Scav. We'll go ahead and I think we can maybe slap for some effect. We also get to go under stealth for that. Okay. Alright, so far so good. Not too many grenades, so the tenacity up is doing the job. And that Jawa is still out. Alright, let's talk about turn meter. Let's talk turn meter. Let's go ahead and swap. Alright, good. We got her out. Alright, we got the tough part out. So let's check our protection. Let's try and stack back up for Grandmaster. We'll all in on the guy with low health just because I want to prolong the fight. No, apparently not. I don't want to. Now we're nowhere. Let's think about it. This would do.
That was good. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's think about it. House of Protection, I think is topping, so that's fine. 64. Yeah, I'm cool with it, guys. One banner. One banner lost. For his cheesy thing. Alright. Which means I still have Maul for the back. With RJT.
You say JTR very weird.
Yes, I am capable of reading letters in sequence, so RJT it is. Alright, Maul, Django, let's roll them out. My Candy, Bo, and Sabine. So let's think about this. We'll have our first move. What is it? Bound by hatred. Frenzy and retribution. Let's think about it. So, alright, so we're going to do our middle. Hopefully targeting Resistance Hero Finn. And that should probably kill him. Who's going to go next? It should be Django, yeah? Django's a fast guy. Yeah, 291. Which is actually dead nuts even with the... Well, that's neither here nor there. That was the last team. That was the Maul team we just fought. Alright guys, let's roll it out. We got fleets to do. Fleets to do! Man, we got 30 people here tonight. Appreciate you guys. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. So glad to have you along. Alright. Okay. It's fine. Just a whole bunch of meetings. Alright. Nothing this time. It's alright. This is not a preloaded team. Just nothing. Not a turn, guys. Not a single turn. So that's at 350, 350 Resistance Hero Finn. 353, I think. That means that we need... Alright, strategically speaking, what do I need here? Do I need to put in something junky to reset it and then go back in with EP? How's that grab you, Dagger?
Wait, did you lose?
Oh yeah, like actually zero turns, not to be confused with one turn.
Oh. Did you consider taking a turn?
Yeah, you know, it'd be nice. It would have been nice. It would have been nice, but no, we got the blowout there. Plus 170 RHF, man.
Oh, do we not check speeds?
You know, I knew it going in. I just, and I knew that yeah, you know, I don't know what I was thinking. Because my Maul's 343, so reflexively, I'm just used to being the fast kid on the block. Faster than most Resistance Hero fans. But yes, checking speed would have probably been integral there. All right, well let's pen that comment and say wrong button there. Comment RHF 350 started a TM train where we got 0 turns for the whole match. Must outspeed RHF or have Watt. See, that's the other thing, is I'm also pretty comfortable with using this team with Watt, in which case this would have never happened. Alright, we'll come back to that one. So I think I'm going to have to use another team just to use them to back out. That team's bad news, as is. I certainly don't want it preloaded, and then I have to think about where we go from there. Alright, let's do the fleets back here. Do I have Imperial Troopers? Imperial Troopers were used on his Darth Revan Talon. Yes, turns are very good, Absolution. I would like to try and take more next time, between you and me. Alright, so he's Chimera and Executor down. No surprises there. That is what the scout predicted. Alright. Executor... Chimera. For Chimera, we will stick with the standard recipe, home 1, and then Executor. Yes, Malevolence, as usual. Alright, let's take care of home 1 first. Alright, let's think about this. Oftentimes I don't even need a reinforcement, guys. I think for the sake of banners, because this guy has a better chance than many of my opponents to actually clear my defense. So I'm thinking to just run in with Cassian. If anything should go wrong. Well, if anything goes wrong, that's what the 1 reinforcement's for. Like I said, oftentimes I don't even need to call in the 1 reinforcement. Yeah, Northern, do I have Night Sisters left? I use them against GG Nuke. And I have used them against this team before when I was just straight up outspeeded and everything, and I have won that before, so you are right, Northern. I had that option, but like if I had to swap them, if I had to use Maul against, GG Nuke, I don't know about all that, man. Alright, off we go. okay, all in on TIE Bomber, guys. Don't get it confused. We don't do the wiggle here because we have to expect that TIE Bomber lives long enough to take one turn, in which case he sweeps, in which case we would lose our buff. However, that did not come to pass. No taunts up, we can mass in on Vader safely. This is one of those, this is exactly what I'm talking about, guys. So, we do have a daze on us. Even though he will do concussions, he's really not going to do a whole lot here. The story has already been written for this young man. Unfortunately, no assist there. We won't lose any banners because there won't be a second turn, so no risk to Cassian losing any life total, and Pop goes losing. And there it is, there's your one. Is it JTR or RJT? Thank you for your advocacy for this. Wait. Is it JTR? Oh, there it is. There's the other one. Oh, come on. Only two of you are gonna go RJT with me. Come on, guys. Come on. You gotta
Thanks,
tell me.
Chat.
You gotta tell me. You know, actual order of words matters. Come on.
It's Jedi Training Ray.
But it's not. All right, 74. Great fleet score, though. Great fleet.
Yes, that is an excellent score. You did excellent.
Well, thank you. You know, I'm proud. I'm glad I make you proud, Dad.
Oh, I suck at fleet. I wouldn't even know if you did poorly.
That happens with a surprising number of people. You'd be shocked. All right, so this is the standard lineup here, guys. Off we go. Anything I need to think about before? No, I think I'm all right. All right, so we'll do these two fleets, and then we got to go back and put in a session here about this RJT team. Now, this was a tough time. All right, so we used a special on Houndstooth so as not to be turn meter to Houndstooth by hitting anyone else. We had this go out, so yeah, I'll do it Dagger's way here. I did this last time. It's kind of a 6 of one, half dozen of the other, but sometimes you can actually get a decent little bit of damage out. We'll go ahead and do this here again, targeting Houndstooth. This affords our Vulture the opportunity to get a set of Buzzies on Mandalorian, which will be dispelled as soon as he takes a turn here, which is why this turn just ahead is so nice. Alright, so we got through his protection for practically free. Alright.
Yes.
We're marked here. We're targeting Houndstooth. We bring out Spy. Who's our lucky contestant? Alright, that's fine. So Cad Bane. The question is, like our last battle, yes, get deflected. Get deflected. You get nothing,
Yes!
son. Get screwed. Get nothing.
Hey, look at that free win. Look at that.
First of all, nobody here said anything about a free win. All right, let's be clear.
They didn't even call in a bounty hunter ship here.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. This is that's what this ship does. This ship screws with your order. You would have to assume one had a very specific plan here, and the plan is, of course, to have put Razor Crest under stealth and keep me, from hitting him for a time. Unfortunately, it doesn't really hold me up from doing what I wanted. We'll just keep basing here. I don't really have a desire to just squander that. All right, let's think about this. We don't have any breaches on us, so we do bring out Evan Hawk. We will dispel the taunt and put up chaff. It's quite nice. All in with Mandalorian on Razor Crest. Use the middle to potentially dispel the evasion up, which can itself be dodged, by the way, but he didn't dodge it this time, so neat. Oh my god, they're just piping.
Whack-a-mole time. They're
just piping these. Okay, so, alright, so he didn't call in Boba. That's cool. We're gonna mass here. Alright, appreciate you. One more turn doing this. The breach, I guess, would actually be kind of neat to take off, wouldn't it? He won't,
It depends if you're a fan of winning or not.
Okay, I appreciate your just a treat. Alright, so his turn meter's actually low. I don't mind throwing out Buzzies because he's imminently about to die. So, because he's got Buzzies and he's the only one, let's go ahead and just do this on him. It's fine. It's not going to amount to a lot, but again, it's okay. We do the third here to reapply chaff. Delays application of target lock, which delays the coming of the end from Executor. Alright, now we do the ultimate. And now this, I believe, is not a meme. I think yeah. That's right. Okay. So other people to take out quickly. I know we want to go after Houndstooth, but hear me out. You know, these people have debuffs on them, so let's exploit that. Takes it here. You get a mass. That's good. That's good. Yes. Let's go ahead and bring you out. What does this do? Does it not call an assist?
He does call. I believe he calls it an assist from a separatist.
I think so, yeah. So let's come on. Oh, God. I absolutely hate this game sometimes. Alright, so it didn't give us what we wanted there, but this is the ship I want to blitz. Finish you. I actually want to go ahead and mass on the Houndstooth. Yes, that was the right move. And then basically, there we go. Got it closed. Closed out. 64. So in the beginning, I was saying there, I usually like to do the third because there does come a point in the fight where you have your cooldown come up again for using Malevolence's third, and many times I'm able to use that to kill Razorcrest. At that point, his first life is burned through. He may or may not have buzzies on him, but he's usually low enough health that that third is either enough to finish him or enough to push him low such that when he does take his turns, buzzies take him under. And that's the way. Alright, so we had that. Now we really have to do some grinding.
Who took the last turn against that, in that Finn team?
Who took the last turn?
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. I wasn't paying so much attention so much as I was looking for the... I get a turn though, right? 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 But I didn't get a turn, Dagger. I didn't get a turn.
Okay.
Alright, so a meme team first. I guess a Padme lead with Junk GK, something? Because then they could take punches long enough to pull back out of the fight, yeah?
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. I don't want to throw in any of these. I guess these 4 is okay for a meme team.
Sure.
Right, so let's go ahead and add to the comment. So using Padme, Mace, Cody, Sarge to reset TM for whatever benefit there is. But I definitely don't want to go in with EP against a preloaded one of those, so we'll just presume to not do that. Alright, let's go, guys. Do we get a turn to pull back out? Mary J's like, Task, chill. I don't think you'll get a turn. Yeah, I do think you're right, but at least now we're paying attention. Let's see. It's one, though. Alright, so there's your resistance hero Finn just went last. He just did basics, so that means that grenade's back up.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Although, to be fair, MJ was right. You, in fact, did not get a turn.
I did not get a turn. Yes, that's true. Yes. I'm glad I didn't put money on that with you, Mary J. We'll just say that. Alright, so what are you thinking, Dagger? What's hot? What's popping?
I think you should have won the first time.
Well, you know what? That is, sagacious advice. Or sagacious, I'm not sure. I don't really... I read that word more than I hear it.
Clearly.
Shut
Sorry. I should probably try to be a little more helpful on your stream.
Go back to whatever corner of Wisconsin you're from.
I live in Minnesota.
It's literally the same place.
It's literally fucking hot.
You're just mad.
Alright.
What about Jawas?
Yeah, grab Jawas. Yeah.
Master Kylo's like, use JMLs. I'll get right on that, Kylo. Thanks for the hot tip. I'll keep you in mind. Alright, Chief Nebbit. Throw them all in. See what happens, right? Let's throw them in the mix.
That's also an R8 Bros too. I didn't realize they were R8.
Well, and that's an
hot.
RJT too. Yeah, they're all here for business.
Oh wow.
I'd say this is the closest that we've come to the possibility of getting a turn 3. So you're saying there's a chance. Okay, so what do we...
got a turn!
So what do you
I don't
think?
know what these guys do.
What do you think, friend? I think pull back? Or, yeah, because there's a lot of protection restored here. Finn blow up at 10. That's a fair point. That means... But doesn't that mean that we would need to get the one Jawa who throws the grenade? That's the one that's going to trigger them all, right?
No, if we're looking at turn meter...
He gets to his turn, but guys, are we going to survive till Finn gets a turn? We've got RJT coming up and Poe. Poe, we're going to both go. And then who knows what gets kicked off from that, you know? What do you say, Dagger?
Well, we're already 3 battles in, no balls.
Dude, do it or you're weak. All right, we get the Chuck, guys. Here we go. Aha! It was all part of the plan. Grandmaster stratagems. You saw it here first. If you TM up here for the Jawa who explodes them, yeah, we didn't end up needing that. But that's a good point. I probably should have looked at using one of the real abilities. I guess basic over here onto you. Okay.
Well,
okay.
Now that Finn's dead, we can clean up with EP.
That's right.
Because that's logical in Star Wars lore. First the Jawas go in, take out the hard guy, and then you send in the Emperor of the Galactic Republic.
Yeah, you know what? Halo makes a good point there. Had I used the TM gain up move, we all had days at the time, so it would have been for naught. Fair point, friend. Fair point. Empire. Let's do it up.
Yeah, Ray's dad. Ray's gonna come spank his girl.
Ray's dad. That's right. Yeah. Papa Palpatine. Papa Palpatine. All right. How you like this one, Dagger?
I think this team looks awesome on paper.
So you're saying it's like a famous last words situation?
I think the team looks good, but I also thought the Maul team would win. So
yeah, well,
and
in fairness, that was just me thinking about too many things at once. I knew that he was. I know the speed that he was at, that Finn was at, and I also know in my head the speed for Maul, and I never just married those two to think about. So. All right, Fracture RJT.
I would say yes.
Good. That means you get to go next and you'll dispel. Okay, that's also fine. You're locked down, so I don't need to do that. Yeah. Yeah, Ray's granddad. Yes, absolution. You have a very fair point there. Yeah, keep after him. There's no reason to change. Yeah, boy! Let's go ahead and dispel this crap. Zappity zap. I guess swap over to you. You look like you're almost full. Hey. I'll pop out with you. Okay. Alright. Stagger sends you back. Beautiful.
Yeah, red on this team is really fun.
Yeah, red is fun. Yeah. It was an interesting way to divide them up. Alright, so we did, yeah, we'll also go back and add comments about how Jawas actually did us right today, folks. EP, Thrawn, Sit, Mara J, and Shore for 31 and for a total of 32 because we killed the Finn on the previous battle. All right, guys, that was a heck of a struggle. So unclean is the victory, but well, not a victory, but unclean is the clear. Nonetheless, a clear. Good God, 4. Yeah, that's right. Let's go back in and comment. Used Jawas, was able to blow up in. RHF only. Okay, that's the right comment. All right, let's go back and do the review, and let's get you guys rated out. Oh, Krolik, what you got to say? Oh, Absolution's like, go slower, I have to wrap presents after this. Well, we still got the wrap up, my friend, and then you know I'm going to raid you out, so somebody else is going to get the holiday love. Thank you for the well done, Krolik. Sorry, what's that, Dagger?
I said, if it makes you feel better, Absolution, he has been live for over 2 hours.
It's been a while. Yeah, we've been running. All right, Northern. Old Ben getting down and dirty in the sand. Old Ben is, yes, random side quest. Yeah, my Old Ben is occupied. He has been set elsewhere, to say that. Waiting for Absolution's comment. All right, we covered that. Krolik. So in the Executor battle, if you had Breach when you called in Ebonhawk, would you have called someone else? Krolik, thank you so much for the sub, man. Appreciate you. Merry Christmas. I do it for the people. I love it. So great to have your support. Thanks, man. All right, so would I have called someone else if one of my guys had Breach when it was time to call in the second reinforcement? Let's think about that. I think that the answer is probably still calling out Ebonhawk. You're still stuck on Houndstooth. That's not a good situation, but you still have your, Hyena Bomber to go around him for the couple of pot shots and whatnot. What's important is Chaff. Chaff is what's so critical here, because Chaff is the mechanism that lets you delay them from being able to stack up target locks on you. And it's the accumulation of target locks that gets Executor to its ultimate. So even though it's not tactically the best, because you're still stuck behind Houndstooth taunt, I think bringing him out, doing the second anyway for whatever kind of hit you can do, and then doing the third after, because you definitely don't want to use the third ability just after you bring him out, because the third reapplies Chaff, so why waste it? You've got your Chaff from bringing him out, then take the next opportunity to put up Chaff. That's my take. Oh, you're very welcome for the help tonight, Krolik. Glad we could be useful to you. And yeah, be sure to get at us on Discord. A lot of good resources on Discord, man. Come see me. All right, let's do the recap, guys. Again, defenses. I'm not gonna do any long-winded explanation here. So we got Newt, Septroids down with Dooku. We got Bam and friends with Nest and Dengar. GG Nuke team. The same RJT team that I got hosed on. The guy's probably got a good idea about what to do with him, but he's my Resistance Hero Finn's 342, so he's not a slouch. He's not 353 or nothing like that, but yeah. Head on down to down south. All right, so we got the Ray Cat Puzzle Box team, as founded by Fatal. It's a great team, love it. DR with Talon, 343 DR, so 363, hopefully out of reach of something easy for him. Gas 501st, and that's with my recently cracked out Gas. He's an achievement, guys. I'm super stoked about him. I recently got this done. 0 added health, which is important because CLS is the most common counter to this team, and Expose is what really lets you eat up General Skywalker. Expose does 20% of your max health as, essentially true damage. And by not adding any health onto him, I am minimizing the return that you get from Expose. So we have a huge amount of protection here with 133,000, over plus 100 speed, over 10,500 damage, over 65% off. These are some really strong marks. I basically copied a guildmate of mine and then made tweaks and some improvements from there. But I fought this guildmate of mine, Draz, last 3 vs 3 season, and I encountered his Gas set up this way, and I was like, ooh. So I had to get me that. All right, and then I have Lord Vader, Darth Vader, Royal, Stormtrooper, and Crew down there. Crew to have that unaligned Force user, Dark Side, that reduces the damage you take from light side unaligned Force users. So it's nice. All right, let's talk about attacks real briefly. So front wall, we one-shot everything. His DR Talon, his Starkiller team, his Starkiller, first time seeing one in the wild, guys. He wasn't Relic 8. He wasn't in Screaming Mods. CLS devoured. this team. It was not close. Against Lord Vader, what did I do for that? I legitimately cannot recall right now. That was Slacker, right? That was Slacker with Hux and Faust, Watt, and First Order Officer. We took that out. Slacker, you know, my JKR, JKL wasn't quite available to me for this round. I made a placement that didn't allow for that, we'll say. I took it out with JML, JKL, Shakti, Hoda, and Kanan Jarrus of all people. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for this wall. By the way, it was Troopers with Gideon that took on this Darth Revan. I otherwise would not have been able to be fast enough without Gideon in the mix. Backwall. So we came on back here. We one-shot the dash. That was easy. Against this Ray team here, I had a player where at my, you know, you have your initial link up with C. That next opportunity you get to relink. Both of the tanks had taunt at the time, and you know, I just wasn't thinking about it, and I didn't remember at the time. So thanks to Dagger for reminding me about that after the fact. But yeah, I didn't recall. C link, the first link, you're bound by taunts. You have to respect taunts. The second link, you can ignore taunts. So what I should have done was linked either Nest or Quill. Quill would allow me to get, you know, allow me to avoid shock, which would allow me to heal, which would allow me to lifesteal. Either way would have been okay, but in the end I deleted both tanks, and that allowed between the shock from Quill and the exposed damage coming, you know, the exposed getting applied from Nest Basic, that ended up getting, you know, it ended up stacking up on C, and we killed the other two characters while Rey was in, you know, cross saber stance for her next ultimate. We zapped and knocked out Nest and Quill, but then she came back out on us. We were at like red health, a sliver of health, just not enough time to get back up. And that shock, the shock was damning. The shock really just saved me from, prevented me from doing lifesteal. So we went back in and cleaned that with Geos. This RJT team, you just saw me go after this. So honestly, this is just another player, guys. Resistance Hero Finn's 353 speed. My Maul is 343. You don't need to be a professor to know. I mean, you need to kind of go first. And I'm used to having the crutch of having Watt with Maul, so that's why I think my brain wasn't thinking about it. It's like, whatever, I'm going to go first. I'm going to get the weapon tech out onto Maul, and then I'm just going to roll from there. Instead, because I used Watt with Slacker, I didn't have him here, and I was using Sabine instead, just got blown out. That's like not close. Just all the turns starting with Resistance Hero Finn. Maul team didn't get a turn. We had to throw in a couple sacrificial lambs. Padme at first, to no avail. Trying to do a reset, and that didn't work. And then we went in with Jawas. Jawas were able to stack up enough grenades on Resistance Hero Finn such that he popped, and that was the only kill we got there from them. Came back in and cleaned that up with, you know, with EP and friends, Mara Jade and the like. So you just saw that one. We'll talk about top real quick. Alright, against the Jawas team, we underbanned that with JKR, Grandmaster, Bastila, Jolie. Just be a little patient. Don't be in a hurry to mass assist anything. The only person you should be looking to mass assist is the Scavenger. If Scavenger gets under stealth, be patient. And make sure you get that tenacity up moving so you're not vulnerable to getting just grenaded out of existence. GG Nuke team, we went in with Mother Talzin, and again, that's just one about patience and choosing the right time to heal. If you're looking at the VOD, check that out carefully. That was a good one, and there were definitely some good decisions made to make sure I didn't lose that one. So, Maul, Bam, Candy, Sabine, and Bo-Katan, yeah, we took that out with an Aurra lead. And I actually had Grief ahead of Bosk there, but it didn't matter. So I have to correct that here for modding for next week, but it didn't actually prevent us from getting the job done. We did lose Boba. Boba got piped by 12 birds from Bam, so not without its cost. And then, of course, Qui-Gon, you know, there's nobody remotely fast enough on this team to be out ahead of Bad Batch Echo, and so that was a pretty straightforward win. They got just blown right on out. Alright, back to fleets. You know the score here with Chimera. We went in with Home 1. I took my own advice and went in with one less reinforcement, so I went in only with Cassian's U-Wing. That was just the ticket. We won, Imperial TIE Bomber folded almost instantly. We were able to use the Home 1 Mass Assist to knock out Vader. And yeah, it was straightforward, 74 banners. Executor, I've had to two-shot this a couple times recently just because of bad RNG, and tonight RNG was on our side. Additionally, this guy took a gamble. Bringing in this ship, bringing in the Scimitar. Scimitar will stealth Razor Crest when he comes into play. That's the intent. He was trying to keep Razor Crest from me. And it did work, I had to wait for Razor Crest to come out, but that's fine. We still have all different kinds of time on our side at that point in the fight, so I wouldn't recommend this, guys. If you're trying to be your normal, minimalistic Executor team, just stick with your full bounty hunter ships and let it ride, Okay. Yeah. Northern Border says that he puts his Starkiller on D with Old Ben, hoping Old Ben would TM gain and slow down that CLS barrage. I mean, that makes sense, yeah. And your Starkiller also isn't modded poorly and is R8, so that's fair. Krolik says, I put Starkiller with EP, Mara, Visas Mar, and Plo Koon for now. Interesting. I like that. Interesting. I have to think about that. So, wait a minute. So, yeah, Plo Koon becomes your tank. Yeah. There's some good things going on with that. I don't think that's a bad idea. All right, well, Dagger, you got any comments to add here at the end of the wrap-up?
No, not really. I mean, you did the best you could with what you had for the most part.
Yeah, I mean,
there were some entertaining moments.
I messed up to the players. That wasn't exactly perfect.
No. But it was entertaining nonetheless. I had fun.
Yeah, well, anyway, let's we got to do it. We got to do everything right here, guys. Let's do it for the Patreons, Thank you so much. Oh, let's change the screen and get that right. Damn, I thought I had that right. All right, so I do have a Patreon with a lot of different benefits, a lot of good stuff to offer. Feel free to check it out. I love doing mod coaching. I love helping people remod their rosters, learn about modding, learn the techniques, learn how to read characters and set that up. I really like to teach that stuff more than I like to just do it for you. So I like doing that, though. It's good times. Got something for everybody, though. Feel free to check it out. Next comment is, my wife recently updated the page and now I have merch. I just got the Tassinix mug the other day. It's nice. It's not a cheap sticker. There's good quality stuff. I'm surprised. Patreon finally caught up on their merch requests, and it's good stuff. And then, of course, last but not least, we got to thank the actual patrons who, enable me to justify this time-consuming hobby to my wife. Who reminds me that I am a husband and father. So, I better be making this worth our collective while. So thank you so much for the patrons who support me and make all this justifiable to the missus. VIP access, folks, White Wolf and Ryan, you guys are great. Jester's Club, Absolution, the one and only Absolution, just handing out this, Absolution's a champ. He's out there giving subs for all the different Swugger streamers. He'll just drop on people's streams and just drop 10 gift subs. He's just that kind of champion. He's a generous soul. Love you dearly, man. Thanks for following us along. By the way, guys, I've been doing this now. I'll say that in a second. I'll save that for just a moment. Jester's Club Platinum, our top of the line subscribers right now, Eric Rose and Sam Vimes. You guys are great. Love spending time with the coaching that we do. Hope to see a lot more of you next year. You guys have been awesome. All right, so I was just thinking to myself today. Holidays are a stressful time, and I spend a little bit of time reflecting, about family and where everything is. My father's no longer with us, but my mother's still here. My grandparents are still around. I've got a beautiful wife, a healthy daughter. I've got, everybody's got their problems, but I've got a lot to be thankful for. And most of all, I'm really thankful to this community for embracing and supporting me over the last year plus. I did check the calendar, guys. I started streaming on Twitch here for this game on October 18th. We're just a little bit over a year here, a year and 2 months. And, thank you guys so much. It's been fun. I've got like a couple hundred people following me. If you told me I was going to have any amount of success or attention through this a year ago, I would have said, maybe not. But thanks, guys, so much. All right, that's enough out of me. I'm being a windbag. Let's pull up Twitch and see who we can send you guys off to. All right. Oh, yeah, all right. I haven't seen Darth Rumple before. I want to spread the love to people who are trying to get this stuff moving. All right, let's prepare for the raid, guys. All right, again, before we take off, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays. Well, actually, not Happy New Year. You'll see me before then. But Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. My very best to you and yours. Thanks for being with me here tonight. You had a lot of options. You chose me. Appreciate you. All right, Darth Rumple.
And thank you for having me, and I echo the sentiments of Merry Christmas.
Yes. And he sounds so merry saying it, does he not? All right, guys, hitting the raid button, starting up the outro. Appreciate you guys. Take care.